Can barrel rate effectively compare different baseball batters? Imagine trying to compare two players who both hit a lot of home runs, but one does it with consistent, powerful contact while the other relies on luck or park factors. How do we tell who is truly better? That's where advanced stats like barrel rate come into play. Barrel rate measures how often a player makes contact with the ball in a way that produces the best results. To qualify as a barrel, the ball must leave the bat with an exit velocity of at least 98 miles per hour and fall within a specific launch angle range. The exact angle depends on the exit velocity. At 98 miles per hour, the launch angle should be between 26 and 30 degrees. At higher exit velocities, the acceptable launch angles expand, making it easier to qualify as a barrel. This stat was introduced with the rise of Statcast technology in 2015. Statcast tracks every pitch and batted ball in Major League Baseball, providing detailed data on exit velocity and launch angles. Barrel rate is calculated by dividing the number of barrels a player hits by their total number of batted ball events. Sometimes it's divided by plate appearances, but most often it's by batted ball events. The result is a percentage that shows how often a player makes elite contact. Players with high barrel rates tend to hit more home runs and extra base hits. They also usually have higher slugging percentages and isolated power, which measures extra base hits per at-bat. For example, players like Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and Giancarlo Stanton often lead in barrel rate because they generate a lot of powerful contact. Their high barrel rates align with their reputation as power hitters. When comparing players from different eras, barrel rate offers a way to evaluate hitting quality based on physics rather than outcomes affected by defense, ballpark size, or luck. It helps isolate a player's raw ability to make quality contact. This makes it useful for comparing players across different seasons, ballparks, or even generations, as long as the data is available. However, barrel rate isn't perfect. It doesn't account for plate discipline, walk rate, or strikeout rate. A player could barrel the ball often but not get on base much if they don't walk or strike out a lot. Also, because Statcast data only started in 2015, it's not available for players from earlier eras. For those players, analysts sometimes use proxy metrics, but these are less precise. In practical terms, barrel rate is a powerful tool for scouts, fantasy baseball players, and analysts. It can identify hitters with underrated power potential or signal breakout candidates early. For example, a player with a high barrel rate but a low batting average on balls in play might be due for a positive change. Conversely, a player with a low barrel rate but many home runs might be benefiting from favorable conditions or luck. In summary, barrel rate is an effective way to compare the hitting quality of different players, especially in the Statcast era. It provides an objective measure of a player's ability to make elite contact, which is closely tied to power and overall offensive value. While it shouldn't be used alone, it's a key part of modern player evaluation and helps paint a clearer picture of who truly makes the best contact at the plate.